Okay. Hey, let me know if you hear me. Okay. Alrighty. So I hope you guys are doing a-okay, and just getting a few things prepared here. But we're gonna start the initial painting of the couple here. All right. You hear me? Good. Good. Okay. I do have their photo here on the monitor to my side. All right. Okay. We're not gonna keep looking at my pretty faces just for the intro, and then we'll switch it to the wider view. All right. So I can get that going right now and see how this looks. All right. Oh, I guess I can turn him a little. Let me see where the logo is. No, I'll keep it right there. That's fine. Anyway, I have yellow ochre, orange, and burnt umber. All right. So those are the three colors we'll be using today. It'll go by how I feel, how far I'll go with this for today. All right. As we know, we did the background yesterday evening and everything, so we're just gonna continue right along. All right. Um, I do have a light on here, but it's not like super bright. I don't have the second light on, which would probably clear up some of that haze you might be seeing, um, if you do see it, depending on what type of a device you're looking at. All right. Okay, so we'll bring the couple back. There they are. Okay. And so right now, what I'll be doing is working on the lightest um, tones first. Obviously, I won't be using the flat brushes. There'll be more of a watercolor brushes. If you look down below, you see just water down there. Okay, in that little cup. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna treat this like a watercolor. Hey, what's going on there? That's Gord. How you doing? It's good to see you. And you have been doing some traveling, Gord. I've been watching. I've been watching. Um, and we're gonna mix a good portion of the lighter color. We're gonna just put it right in the water. Approach it like a watercolor. Okay. And like I say, depending on how far I get with it. Hello, Aurora. Good to see you. Um, we'll see how far I would like to go with this. All right. Okay. So we'll make that disappear. All right. I'll probably get rid of that screen too. All right. It may um fuzz in and out of focus because sometimes it'll see a little bit of me, yeah, or it won't. All right, so just bear with me with that. Let's make that disappear. You don't need to see that. Like I said, I got hey Cookie, good to see you. I know I haven't been on for a little while. I have once again yellow ochre, orange, and burnt umber. All right, all right. Let's get to it. And so what I'll oh, you guys don't see it. I guess I can pop it on there. You guys can see what I'm doing for a little bit here. Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna mix the lighter tones first with the watercolor brush. Okay, so I'll mix in the little bit of orange, a bit of yellow ochre. I'm gonna need plenty of this anyway, so it doesn't matter. A little touch of brown in that, just for the lighter portions of the skin. Yeah, I know. I know it's been a little while. I'm gonna go right into the water with this, just like that. Okay, kind of make a wash out of it. And we'll just build stuff up in layers. Okay, just like that. Now, it's fine for me to use this type of method. Okay, if need be, I can just put it right here. But if need be, I can thicken it up, to which I'm going to do anyway. Okay, I just want it watery enough so I can see the pencil lines once it dries. Okay, and if not, I can always go back to the initial photo. I just really want it watery enough to do what I need to do with it. Okay, All right, we're gonna get started on this. Like I say, it might go in and out there. Just be patient with me. She doesn't have any glasses. She doesn't wear glasses. That's just all shading and such. Okay, but once again, we're gonna start with the lightest tones first, so it's not gonna matter. And I'm gonna start way up here. All right, and paint all that in. Just jewelry, the whole 9 yards, up past her hairline. Once again, I want enough of this just to color her all in. Obviously, the jewelry will be painted in the color that I want it to be. All right. Yes, I'm color teeth in, the lips, the whole 9 yards. It's okay. Trust me. Okay. Now, as you can see, it streaks a little bit, but that's okay. It's all right if it streaks. I just want enough of that color so when I do go darker, okay, we're gonna fade and blend all of that in anyway, but it's okay. Now let's say I want to smooth all of that out. You can do it while it's wet. Very soft brush. I'll just go in a circular little motion here and just get rid of all those lines, just like that. Now I'm accustomed to doing human faces and things like that, so none of this really phases me. Okay, but as I go along with this, I'll show you, about the different planes and tones of the human face. All right. Okay. Let's get a little bit more water. We'll come in here, and we're gonna do his face also. We're gonna cover his glasses, the whole 9. All right. Now, once it dries, you can, well, maybe you can see it in the camera, but I can see it fine. But as I'm doing this and it dries, okay, you should still see the guidelines. All right. If you don't, once again, it's okay. It's all right if you don't see them. All right. If you end up going a little bit outside the lines, that's all right. That's what the tissue's for, or your finger. Just wipe it away. You're okay. You're fine. Trust me, you'll be all right. And this is where it's always good to make quite a bit of this stuff if you're gonna do it in this fashion. Okay. So once again, it's a lot like watercolor. It's just that once it dries, you won't be taking a tissue and peeling it off. It's acrylic paint. Once it's dry, it's on there. Okay. So in the wet stage, if you got to do any changes, do it now while it's wet. Okay. Do it while it's wet. Now you figure, because you see it, I can probably move that up a little bit. Let's move it over here. You figure because it's wet, that you're not going to see your pencil lines, but once it dries, you'll see them. And once again, I'll just lightly go over this, just like so, just to get the streak lines out. Okay. Once again, you got kind of a short window to do all of that. All right. And once it dries, you won't really see that it's there. Any patches you see like that stuff in there, it's still wet. Give it a chance to dry, and it'll be fine. Okay. And so we're pretty much just gonna build up and build up and build up as we're doing this. All right. Okay. And as far as the light tones of their skin, this is about it. All right. Let's reduce this a little bit. Maybe that'll help. All right. So we'll do it like that. Okay. All right. So we pretty much did that. I can go to, I'll choose something for the secondary color. So we can do that because we're going along at a pretty good clip. We seem to be okay. All right. Now, I still want to keep some of that tannish color going, so I'm going to just add a little bit of the umber to it, just a little bit. If you're ever a little worried about the shading, a little panicky, a little nervous, you can always go back to lightening it up. Dab a bit in here. Okay. Get my water, put it right into the water. It's all right, because I already did the lighter part, so it's okay. And just darken it up a little bit. Now see if I did this and it's too dark. It's all right. You get a tissue, just wipe it off. You're okay, or just blot it off. All right. Hey, Joswina, how are you? It's good to see you. Hey, Rosemary, how are you? Early bird today? Yeah, a little earlier than usual. I got somewhere to go later on. But yeah, while I have the time, I want to try to get as much of this done as I can. Now, I have little guidelines here. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. I got little guides right in here past her hairline. Okay. And I'm looking at the guidelines, seeing where certain things are. And as I look at it, I'm judging to where I really want certain things to be. And so I'm really picking and choosing my poison for shading, because this is not the final, not the final shading, I should say. Okay. So I am really concentrating on where to put certain things here. And a lot of this is just plain out and out, outright, just shading. Okay. What you're looking at me do is really just flat out tones and shades. And this is how you build up all that depth. All right. So I'm still looking at certain spots I want to kind of put some of this in. Past her hairline there. Now, as you see me doing this, and as it's wet like that, okay, it's still wet. And I can just tap if I want to get some of those hard edges out. And it's just regular water. I can just soften up those edges a bit. It's just me going around the edge. So I can just soften up those edges, blur them out a little. And you'll see stuff starting to round out and all of that good stuff. I'll be doing the same thing with the gentleman in a second or two. So right now, it starts to look like a weird mess. And that's fine. We'll tighten all of that up as we move along. Okay, we're gonna do the same thing with the gentleman over here. Okay, so we'll leave that alone, let that dry. We'll move right on to the gentleman here. Underneath here, fairly dark. So we're gonna come here like this. Once again, pure shading. All right, that's what's gonna give this guy his depth and his the reference of the roundness. Okay, it's like that. And this is why you make plenty of that of the paint, whatever you're gonna use. All right, just for this purpose right here. That's his hairline. It's gonna be darker anyway. It's okay. Where I want some of that shadow. Once again, I'm just using the guideline here. a bit of the reference points over here by his nose. Right here by his jowls is dark. Right up in here. Like so. Right up in here. Right in here is dark too. Where his nose is. You guys can, I mean, if you want to pursue something like this, one is fun. All right, it's great to do. Where he has hair, all right, go a little bit beyond that hairline. Okay. Right by his ear. Just like that. Okay. As you see, it will start to kind of fill and form, and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. Once again, it's not as difficult as you think. You just got to get yourself accustomed to doing it in this fashion if this is how you want to approach your portrait drawing. And having, obviously, the reference is very, very important. Also, all right. Okay. Let me see what you guys. Hey, Billy. Hey, Billy. If you're over there on Mike Trapp's page, people are saying hi to you, but we don't see you at all. You're like the invisible Billy. So I don't know if you intentionally or unintentionally blocked us out or something, or you wanted to be the invisible man or something, but we don't see you at all. We don't see you respond or anything. We see you plain as day here, but we don't see you at all. Okay. There. And remember from yesterday, I was contemplating what to do with his eyes. I don't know yet. I still don't know yet. We'll see. Because even at this stage, I can add them in if I want. So we don't know yet. Don't know. Just have to see. Sonia, what's next on the artistic chopping block for you? I'm just wondering. Inquiring minds would like to know. The missus, let's move this over. Her hair. This is going faster than I thought. Sometimes I need to really slow things down. Her hair is really like a deep auburn type of color. It's like a reddish brown. All right. So for all intents and purposes, let's get a little brown. We'll put it right here. And a touch of orange. Okay. It's like that. Okay, bear with me 1 second. I wish I had a thinner tube of black. I don't have it. I really don't want to use too much of this, but I'll pour a little dot of black right around this edge. You guys can see it. Just that much. I don't need too much more of that. Okay. All right. And so I'm going to get the tiniest touch of black, a little dot of black in there. Put it right in there. Okay. Okay. And now I'm going to add a little more orange in that. Just like that. Okay, I'm going to water this down. Because this is basically her hair. Now, once I flesh out the hair, okay, then we'll probably screw around with the highlights or whatnot. But I just want to do her hair for right now before I go to the darker parts of her skin. All right, so let's just get this part going here. And hopefully I made enough of it. We'll see. It doesn't matter if it's streaky at this point for the hair, because that actually helps. All right. Now I'm just looking at her hairline for right now, where her hair is represented. Her ear is showing. Let's get this little corner in here. Okay, just like so. If you go a little bit outside the lines, it's all right. Don't panic. It's okay. Okay. Like I say, this is going a little faster than I thought. And, you know, that's all good. It's cool. That's all good. Let's get some more. You always flesh it out first. Okay. And like I say, her hairline, I'm looking. Make sure I get truly where her hair is and not any of the shadow points. All right. So I'm really paying attention right now to the photograph so I don't make too much of an error to where her hairline actually is. And using a watercolor brush at this stage is really beneficial. It's great to do that. You have a lot more control to where you want this, and it holds the color really well. Like I say, this is just one of the styles that you can do. One of the methods you can do for a portrait. I say I don't need to have this perfect. You know, it's just blocking it right out. All right, and this is pretty much your maybe mid-tone. Okay, or I can use it as the highlight if I wanted to, because it just goes darker after that. Okay, all right. Now that we've done that, hey Shane, how are you? Good to see you. Yes, I'm working on a portrait. I know I haven't done too many of them because of the time it takes to do them. But hey, I've got time, and like I say, it's something I don't usually do too many of, so I decided, you know, why not? Why not? Right in here, like so. All down here, we'll keep it a little darker in here. She does have a deep shadow on the side of her face. Just like that. It comes around on the side, like so. She does have something here. Okay. Once again, I'll do all this while it's fairly wet. And I'll just blend out the edges. Soften those edges up a little bit. You just take a dry brush and you just pat it. Try not to make all of it disappear, but just to soften it a little bit. Nope. Right here is a little darker around the eyes there, and I'll get to that in a second. A little bit of water here. I know what you're talking about, but um, I won't be doing the wipeout thing. But I do know what you're referring to, and pretty much the same concept. I'm just not wiping it out with my finger or anything like that. Oh, I'm just trying to see where I want to go next with this, with her face. Mm. Right up under here, a little bit lighter, there, like that. Oh, mm, right by her eyes. Let's do underneath her eyes and her eyebrows, right around in here like this. I'll do it just like that. Get a little press, we'll do it right in here too. All up under here. Okay. Use my finger, wipe some of that away. It's all right. Okay. I don't want that little ring there, so let's get that out. It's a thirsty brush. It'll take care of that. Don't worry about that. Just like so. And we got darker tones, and we're gonna smooth a lot of that out. So once again, don't worry about that. Okay. It will all come together. All right, let's move on to this gentleman here. Same thing. Get some darker stuff going on. Just get a little bit more water, loosen it up a bit. Okay. If anybody have any questions, feel free. Feel free. I say we're moving. Oh crap! This it's the only thing about this tablet is that it does have a time that I can't set it. Let's move that one over here. Let's work on this guy. All right. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. His glasses. Eyeline for his glasses. Up under here is fairly dark where his lips are. You know, it bridges his nose. All right. And he has a little curve here because of the glasses there. His ears back there. All right. Well, it's just a series of shading. All right. Right up in here, a little bit of his eye. It gets dark around in this curve in here, like so. He has pretty much the same thing around his rim right in here. It curves around this way, like that. Get a little bit of dot right in there. All right. Let's get a little thicker paint right by where his eyebrows are, right above the rim of the glasses, right in here. Same thing here. Okay. Don't worry about the little bit of paint that you see there. That will be covered up. So have no fear. Hashtag don't panic. It's fairly dark around in here. Some of this will be framed in black also. Okay. It's starting to look like, once I smooth out stuff, it starts to look like some of those paintings you see in billboards where they just look like they splotch paint and a face appears. It's pretty much the same method. All right. Okay. Right on the edge, it's still wet and you can still manipulate it a little bit. So we'll just smooth out some of this. Okay. Some of what I'm doing is really it does have a sharp line, but we'll see as we move along. Now I can use another brush for this, but I'm lazy, and it's coming out all right. Okay, all right. Let's use slightly smaller brush. I guess I'll use this guy because we're going, like I said, we're moving along a little faster than I thought. Okay. Before I do that, let's use this. We're gonna go around by her eye. Because once again, it's just layers of color. All right. We're gonna come. Let's see where I want it. Bear with me 1 second while I'm looking at her. Looking at her face. It's a wee bit darker all up in here. Yes, I can scumble along here. Get some more of the color. We're gonna go on the other side. Like so. So, a little bit of where the cheekbone is right here is pretty bright. Okay, let's take my little brush here, go back into the darker tone, a little water. And we'll come up and around in here. Like so. Come up in here, add a stronger shade right up in here for her. Okay. Okay, we'll smooth all of that out. She looks like Vampire right now. It's okay. You can't be afraid, if something kind of looks a little crazy, but it's okay. It's going to until you bring it all together. Okay. So if she looks like Vampire, it's all right. It's okay. The more you do this, the more comfortable you'll be at it. So let the Vampire stage flow. It's okay. You'll be all right. Okay. You'll be fine. Yes, Joswina. I just never done it this way on camera. Okay, I did do a portrait before this one. It was a double portrait of a couple. Um, and I just didn't show it yet. I'll show it on the weekend because he's supposed to get it today, and he does look at my YouTube, or he does look at my Facebook page, so I can't really show it as of yet. Just not yet. But yeah. Okay, we're gonna go with the gentleman over here. We're going to. No, I know what we're gonna do with him. I'm gonna take this little thin brush because we're getting I mean, like I say, we're moving further along than I thought. Okay, so it's really up to you guys how much you guys want to endure watching me. To be honest with you, it's just dark brown. All right, that's all it is right now. It's just a dark brown. And all I'm doing is mimicking the shapes that I see in the photo. Okay, that's all I'm doing. And that's really how, a little more water. This is really how you can get the likeness. Is you look at the shapes in the shading. Okay, is really what I'm trying to get at. And you're going around the curves where he would have his curves. The line of the glasses right there. All right. Where it would meet. Corner of his lips. Kind of go down. Go right up in here like that. Okay. So like I say, a lot of this will start to make sense in a few. Yep. I have no shame. I will use my finger in a hot minute. And it's okay. Right up to where his eyebrows are. Any more questions? Ask them. It's all right. Look forward to you guys' questions. So right now I'm just pinpointing details in the ear right now. The pencil lines are a reference to where a lot of this dark is going. Like so. As you can see, it's slowly starting to flesh itself out. Okay, let's get a little touch of orange. Put it right here, a little touch of the brown. A little more orange. We'll put it over here. Can you guys see me do this? Yeah, I think you guys can. So yes, with brown skinned people, it's usually bits of orange and yellows mixes. Okay. All right. Right by his lip, right in here. And I'm going to be a little careful with the curvature of his lips. And he does have somewhat of a smile there. And that's how I'm putting that. Okay. And that's the bottom part of her lip. Now she has lipstick on. Okay. And so I'm gonna just do where it's pretty dark for her mouth right now, right around in here. And really a little bit over in here. Really that corner. And I'm slowly upturning that a little bit. Okay. All right. His lips on the top are a little darker. Most people's lips, they are a bit darker. All right. So we're gonna make that a little bit darker there. He's got a little highlight there. Now, when I did do this sketch, I made sure, particularly around we've got this weird well. He has, well, we'll do it this way. Up around in here. He's got highlights around by his nose, so I'll shade that in a little bit. Like that. Okay. It is fairly darkened around in here, so we'll do that. All right. It is darker tone of color right in here, right in that corner, like so. All right. So hopefully I'm not boring you guys half to death. Any more questions, anybody? As you guys are gathering your questions, I'm going to get this watered down. Because once again, it is fairly dark up around in here, just like that. And we're building that up. Same thing around in here. It comes out here. It fades away up here a little bit, so it's not such an abrupt line. And I'm keeping with the curve. Keep with the curve. Okay. So as I'm looking at it here, a little more water, a little bit of this darker color underneath her chin, right in here, right where the necklace is. Okay, it's like that. Just give an outline of where her chin is. Like that. Color that back in a little stronger. Like so. All right. Let's take this. I don't have any white. I'm going to show you how fast this is actually going here. Like I said, it's a lot faster. Sorry. A lot faster than I thought. I'm cooking away at this thing here. No, I've been looking. Hopefully, I haven't been getting up as early. But I have been checking it out. I think it's absolutely beautiful. Very 3D. It's incredible. It's awesome. Now, is that modeling paste you're using to get that? I am super impressed. I'm making the whites of the eyes, and the whites of the eyes, yes, will be gray. Yes. Light gray. Little trick I learned in college. Okay, you never start out with white. Gray, and then you highlight from there. Okay. Now with her, I am going to put the eyes in. Doing it right now, as a matter of fact. I'm going to block the irises. And I think I used the wrong kind of white. I didn't use titanium white. But it's alright. It's going to dry and we're going to work it. We're going to work it. It's alright. It is A-okay. But yes, use the real titanium white. This is mixing white. Let me put this somewhere. You just throw it away if I need to do. Well, I'll put it back here in the sea of forgetfulness. I'll use a little bit of this white. It's heavier white. I just need a little dot of it. Not much. This is pretty thick stuff. I only need that much there. All right. Let's go back into the real white here. Heavier white. There we go. You'll be able to see it this time. There we go. See? I'm going to really accent the white of her eyes. I'm going to make it to where she's looking dead at you. And so when you walk around the painting, it looks like she's looking right at you, no matter where. Now this painting is going to be hung about 8 feet off the ground. It's going to be, when they walk into the house, there's like a little, not really a ledge, but there's a part of a wall there that's like 15 by 40 something or whatever. And he wanted something at least 14 inches. And so this is 12 by 16. So it'll be more than enough. Okay. All right, so I'm taking a little bit of artistic license. Well, no, because her eyes are shown. But I am going to overemphasize her eyes. Okay. The guy's eyes are barely seen at all in this because of the reflection of his glass. And I'm gonna show you that right now I'm gonna just put this gray where his glasses, the reflection would be, which would be here, just like this. And it's coming right down by the rim of the glasses, just like so. Okay. I'm going to take a small touch of brown in that gray. Grayish brown. It's going to mimic his skin. Okay, a little touch of black in there. All right. And this will be right around in here like this. Right next to that lighter gray. Like this. And it's coming up and around. It's like that. Okay. Boy, you guys make me nervous. I don't see you guys aren't saying anything. I'm like, boy, I hope you guys didn't leave me. I think I drove you guys away. It's like that. Okay. As of right now, he looks like Harry Belafonte 3 days before he died. Okay. Oh, I know you're at work, dear. Yep. Please don't get the axe because you're watching my behind paint. Okay. He's starting to really fill out and smooth out and whatnot. So is she. All right, but we're gonna darken up her hair. Let's do that. So let's flip it over here. I'm gonna show you again. Once again, I'll show you the actual painting here. Yeah, you know what I'll do before I show you that. Let's make it a little bit larger. Okay, so you guys can really check it out here. All right, all right, and then we'll switch over here. All right, okay. So her eyes are very pronounced. Okay, you see where the shading is over here. Oh, you guys can't. You guys might not see that arrow. Um, you might not see my arrow. Okay, you can see the reflection in his glasses. Okay, I don't know. Once again, I don't know if you see the arrow or not. Um, you're not gonna see too much of his suit because I had to zoom it in, and I had to bring her way up here. Okay, so she can actually be seen. Okay, because he's my height, if not an inch taller than me. Okay, I think I come to like right around his hairline, really, top of my head. Okay, so he's about 6'2" or so, big guy. All right. Um, but now you can see the guy, and you see the painting. You see the guy. You see where all this is heading. Okay. So I just wanted to show you guys that and the progress where we're going with it. Okay. All righty then. When you do a portrait, do I do freehand? I used to. I used to. For the sake of time, for this one, I did not. I used DaVinci I, which takes the photo and plops it right here. Then I take let me show you the pencil. Take one of these guys. Okay, I'll put it here so I see it. Okay, and then I just sketch it out, and then I'll sketch in the lines and everything because I knew how I wanted to do this painting. Then I'll sketch out the lines where I'm painting his portrait using shading and shapes. Okay, because once again, this is needed to be done in less than 2 weeks of their anniversary. So, but yeah, I used to do it freehand. Yeah, yeah, I sure did. Um, like say if I did something that wasn't quite right or whatever, I would correct it right now at this stage freehand because I got the painting right here beside me. Um, if I needed to do that, but as of right now, everything's cool, and I really don't have to do anything like that right now. Uh, okay. While I'm thinking about it, let me paint her. Oops. Let me paint her eyes in. Let's do that right now. I'm just gonna take a little dark brown. I'll put it right here. You guys can see it. Take a little black. Put it right in that dark brown, like that. A touch of water. I'm using a script liner for it. You guys might end up seeing the back of my head for this. Don't know yet. All right. I am going to. I'm going to paint her eyes in. How you doing over there? Huh? I just wanted to know how you doing over there.
All right. Getting shit done.
Okay, dokie. Get shit done. All right. So, I am going to paint in her eyes. It's a brownish black here. Okay. Just like so. Okay. Bring it down a little bit more. We'll flatten it out right here. Even her up. Take a touch of white, the thicker white. And we'll kind of pop a little highlight in there like that. Put a little line in there like this. Same thing here. We'll pop one in here. Kind of bring a line out there like that. Okay. All right. he won't have that because his eyes are pretty much hidden. Okay. All right, we're gonna work on her hair, and then we'll start. Oh, let me do her lips here. Her lips obviously are red with lipstick, so I'll use this. Boss is gone till Monday. Okay. Sonya, she gets those easy reprieves. Okay. A little touch of red. Yeah, I'm gonna mix it in with the gray. It's okay. Pop in some orange in there. All right. Because I'm still dealing with brown skin even though she has lipstick on. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. Let's do it right here, right from here. You guys should see what I'm doing here. We're coming around, come on all around, like so. Just because you see me put this red down doesn't mean it's going to be the final red, because she does have highlights. Okay. And I'm going to put a slight curve because she has a semblance of a smile. Now, it goes up under interpretation how you want to do this. All right, really up to you. I'm going with a little touch of brown in that red right now for her upper lip, which is, like I say, darker. Even though she has lipstick on, still it is slightly darker because the shadow of the nose is why the upper lip is usually a little darker. Okay. All right. And we're gonna come right on around, right on top of the previous color. It's gonna make it darker anyway. Okay. If you see me stop, it's because I'm looking at the photo. And she does have a hint of a smile there, but I'm even putting more of a hint of a smile on there. All right. And her teeth are visible. I'm going with this little darker, this blackish brown in here. All right, we're gonna go in, right in here, right here in the corner, like that. And she does have a curve in here. It mixes in with a little bit of that red, the curve over here. I can use my finger. I can blend that in just like that. She has a little bit of that here in the corner, right in here. It fades out a little bit right here in the corner. Okay. Okay. All right. The teeth. We will start out with gray, and then we'll highlight from there. Believe it or not. Going into my thicker white, just like that. Just a slight touch of water. And we'll come back. We'll come back to doing her teeth. She has a slight underbite also. All right. It comes to a kind of a point here, that then it goes up. So when you get into small details, really pay attention to the details, especially around the nose, eyes, and the mouth, especially the mouth. Okay. Like so. All right. Okie dokie then. All right. Oh, Cookie, it's just practice. It is just practice, really. And that's all. It's and enjoying yourself doing it. Gotta enjoy yourself. And while I'm at it, and I got this light gray, Let's put in. Let's flesh out her little jewelry here. Right here. Flesh that out a little bit right in here. She got some right in here too. It's like this. Okay. And she got some things going on right in here. Almost like a figure 8. Right in here. It goes around. Comes around in here too. So while I'm thinking about it, I might as well fill it out and do what I gotta do with it right around in here. She got another one. It's just off the it's just off of the tape. All right. Okay. Let's take a touch of what I don't have, but it's all right. Because while I'm doing it and I'm thinking about it, I might as well get it done now. Because once again, I'm really flying through this here. Okay, a little touch of blue, a little bit of black, and some white, just like that. Okay, a little more black. Yeah, that's cool. I can go for it to be a little more black, just like that. All right. Now I'm gonna put in a little more white in that. Okay. We'll play with that. Okay. All right. We're gonna come in here. I know it's odd to make a white dress this color, right? But trust me, it will be white when I'm done. It will be white. I never really truly start out with white at all. Hey, Larry. Oh, my brother. Interesting. All right. Hey, boss, hold on 1 second. Let me put you guys on mute. Let's see what he wants. Be right back. Okay, I'm back. Believe it or not, he butt dialed me. He was talking to somebody. He bragging about how nice it is outside and all of them. Like, oh my God. All right. Okay. Moving on. Get a butt dialed by my brother. Incredible. But anyway, okay. So we got that set. All right. All right. Let's see. What else? Okay, we'll just work on, well, we can work on her hair. But I guess, you know what? Since I already did hers, I might as well do his. don't want to leave them out there. I'll just take the watercolor brush and do it. We're going to go with a little bit of blue. We'll put it right around in here, and a little bit of black for his suit. All right. We'll put a tinge of white in there. A little more black. And a little tinge of white, like I said, just like that. All right. We'll use this for the color of his suit. A little touch of water. Sorry guys, somebody else is texting me. Sorry. All right, we're gonna just fill this in. Now he does have a black suit, and it will be black. But right now, we're gonna shade, or not shade, excuse me, block it in. And then we'll work from there once it dries. Okay. So yes, there is different hues and different values of black that you can use. Okay. Up around where his back his neck is. We'll flush that out like that. It will come on right on around, just like so. Now with a watercolor brush, you can really fill in, block in a lot of color. Oh, she's watching on YouTube. I see now. Okay. I take it you're watching me on YouTube. Oh, all right. Okay, she must be watching me on YouTube. This is a friend of mine, very dear friend, out there in Georgia. So she must be watching me live. All right, Larry, it's good to see you. Oh. Yeah, I'm live. And no, they're nowhere near done. No, we gotta blend all of that in. And up here is where his hair is going to be. Well, since you are here, I guess I can just show you what his picture looks like. We'll do it this way. All right. All right. But there you go. Now you can pretty much see what's going on there. Okay. So that is what I'm working with. Okay. All right, we'll make that disappear now. All right. And since I'm doing his suit right now, we can make the interior of the suit, we'll darken it up a little bit. So I'm just putting more black into that bluish black I have already. And we will come over here very carefully. And I'm just blocking it in right now. Then we'll work with the other stuff a little bit later. Now, if the brush is a little too thick for me to get into those little tiny corners, I'll adjust that just with another brush. but I'm just blocking all of this in. I don't have to worry about it when I get to the other areas. Okay. Like so. All right. Alrighty. So, as I'm looking, let's work with her hair. I can actually use this brush to do this. And so I'll do that. And once I'm just blocking in dark areas for right now of her hair. And I'll do it just like that. You see that, those little waves there? See, little on the edge here. All right. And she's got it's just a grouping, okay? Just to facilitate curls, all right, which are all over the place. And, you know, you can go in different directions with it. And if you feel, if you can usually tell if it's either too little water or too much, okay? And really a light touch usually does it. And you go in opposite directions, but still keep the curls there. Come around in here like that. Especially around in the edges, it's dark. And think of groupings, okay? Inside her hair is up and around there. I'm still looking. Once again, it's just groupings. It's really dark around the edge where her face is, okay? Still keep the little S curls going. Particularly around where her necklace and such is. The tail end of her hair, fairly dark here. It looks black, but it's not. But because you're surrounded by all the other colors, which is fairly dark, gives the impression of it being black. But it's, once again, it's not. All right. Let me see, somebody else. Let me see something here. Oh. It's funny. Okay. The woman right here. Let me get the camera to. Sorry about that. It did it. I just have to touch it here. It'll come back. All right. The lady that I'm actually painting right now just text me, see if I want a dinner tomorrow. That's funny. Like I said, they're not on YouTube. So she doesn't even know. This is a surprise to her by her husband. So she doesn't even know I'm painting her portrait right now. And she's texting me about a dinner. Oh, this is rich. This is rich. I think it's great. What was I saying? Oh no, I was typing. Let me see. There. Okay. And I'll add whatever highlights and such to this. Once again, I'm just blocking all of that in. Okay. All right. Let's move on to the gentleman here. Now, I will I get a smaller brush for this, and he has a low haircut anyway, so I'll take what you ladies call a makeup brush. This fella right here. Okay. I'll add a touch of white to this stuff here. Like that. Hey, Linda, how are you? It's good to see you. Good to see you. Okay, very lightly, especially around the edge here. I'll do it very, very light. I'll darken it up as we go along. I know right where his hairline is. I can see the line. And it really disappears around in this part right there. Now I'll darken this accordingly. Okay. I shall take, I'll take this little wedge brush here. Now this is acrylic paint. Acrylic paint dries ridiculously fast. So right around here is almost like a little edge of his hair right up in here. Okay. Once again, I'll fine tune all of this when I get to it. Right by his ear, right up in there. All right. It's good to see you guys. Okay. I can do this too while I'm at it. I'll block in his beard. Why not? His beard, pretty much like the color of mine, a little grayish white, but I'm just blocking it in right now. It comes. Once again, just blocking it in. We'll get it all pretty a little bit later. And I know pretty much right where it is, because I can see the pencil lines where they're guided at. All right, a little touch of water, just to loosen up this paint a little bit. He has what I call little baby, whatchamacallit right there. Okay. This would be a lot wider than what you're looking at right now. Right? Like I say, I'm blocking all of this in. Comes right into here. Just like that. And he does have some hair going toward the side, but it disappears a little bit like that. All right. God, he looks like a middle-aged Will Smith now. Okay. Soul Patch, that's right. Soul Patch. Yep. Thank you. Soul Patch. That's right. That's what it's called. It's sad that I can't even, it doesn't even come to my mind, and I got one too. Well, it's intermittent. Sometimes I have it, sometimes I'm tired of looking at it. So, it depends on my mood. All right, let's darken in her nostrils a little bit. Like so, right in here. Okay. As I'm doing this. Okay. Okay. Let's take a little bit of this white. crap. I almost blew my cover. Ooh, I just made a major mistake. Hey, that's what I get. That is what I get. Wow. Yeah, you're not gonna believe what I just did. Man, that was dumb. There. That message was supposed to be for you. I almost gave away what I'm doing to the person who I'm painting right now. Whoops. Wow. That would have just been crazy. That would have been crazy. Simply crazy. This is not pure total white. It's mixed in with a little bit of blue and black and whatever else in here, which is fine. Say okay. All right. Right in here. Once again, I'm just blocking stuff in, shaping it out. Like that. Okie dokie then. Now his beard is a whole lot whiter than that, but we're gonna take a rake brush or a very fine brush and we'll do the details with that. I'll be tightening this up and smoothing it all out. Same with her. Her eyes are just a wee bit darker up in here, but we're gonna blend all of that in there. Okay, I can take some of this white. Actually, let's take some orange and white. All right, a little more white there. A little more white. See if we can get away with it here. No, that's the last thing you want to do is play poker with me, bro. Oh, maybe you do. It will be called broke poker, though. Yeah, I would be a horrible poker player. Absolutely horrible. Okay. All right, cool. We're gonna add a little bit of love right up on his lips right here. Yes, I highlight the lips with orange. We'll put some of that right there for him. All right. He has one right up around in here too. Okay, by his nose, up in here, right up in here, a little bit of that love right up in here, because we're gonna darken all of that. Okay. All right. Okay. So what I'll do right now is that I'll stop right here. Okay. All right. We'll stop right here because I think I spent enough time on it as of right now. And what we'll do when I come back is a whole lot of fine tuning because it's just on the faces now. Okay. When this is totally dry, we're going to brighten that up. We're going to add some slight light gray to the top of the suit. I'll probably keep the shirt black, and we're going to do clever little outlining for the tie. All right. But it's really now just a lot of shading and blending all of this together. Okay. A lot of details there, a lot more details in her hair. We're going to get the eyebrows straight here. Okay. And a lot of it's just really just fine tuning and shading. Okay. I'll glaze shadow here, work on the jewels, and that's about it. And it'll be done. Okay. What else? I will probably shift her eyes. This one, I'll probably shift it a little more that way. Okay. Wow. I'm going to end the stream in a few minutes. Okay, yeah, so I don't know. If I got enough energy, who knows? Maybe I'll come back to this later on today, but I'm thinking probably tomorrow. Look at it with a fresh new set of eyes. We're gonna smooth everything out. The next time I come on, this will be finished. It will be completed and done. Okay, like I said, I did a lot more than I intended to do with it, but uh, oh yeah, Linda, yeah, yeah, old Paulie, yeah, he passed away. But yeah, when I come back, we're gonna shape this up, okay, and we'll darken this, lighten this, um, add some highlights to her hair, straighten up in here. What else? Get the lips and the teeth right. Get the jewelry in there, and we're gonna brighten that up, and she'll be done. She will be done. And then I have one more portrait after that, but I think I'll do a. I don't know if I'll do a sea scene or I don't know what I'll do for a regular painting. Oh, that painting of the floral that I've done, it's already sold. It's on its way to Canada. Okay, I already got it boxed up and everything, ready to get up out of here. So, yeah. All right, guys. Oh yeah, I know. But that's what life does. But I know it kind of brings things home, don't it? Guys, I appreciate you. Thank you for stopping by and watching this. I hope it helped you out. I hope it sounds all right. It looks okay. Um, like I say, I'll probably continue this more than likely tomorrow. Okay. All right. So, okay. I guess OBS disconnected and connected again. But all right, guys, you take care. Thank you very much. I'll see you soon. Bye bye.